The story of clever Hasan. Once upon a time, there was a wealthy merchant who lived alone with his son, Hasan, known for his intelligence and shrewdness. As the merchant felt his end approaching, he summoned his son and said, "My son, I feel my end is near, and I am bequeathing all my wealth to you, including this beautiful palace with a room of 40. Here are its keys, but I ask you not to open room 40, for it will bring you trouble and misfortune." After the merchant died, his son mourned him, buried him, and returned to the palace where he lived alone for several days. Eventually, curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to open the rooms of the palace one by one. He discovered much gold, silver, and jewels in them. When he reached room 40, he hesitated but finally decided to open it, saying to himself, "I will open it no matter what to satisfy my curiosity." Hasan inserted the key into the door with trembling hands. To his surprise, he found only a small table with a cup of water containing a long hair that shone like a candle. He wondered, whose head could this hair be from? This room overlooked the king's palace. One day, as the king was walking with his vizier, he noticed the light coming from the room. Upon closer inspection, he saw Hasan holding something glowing in his hand. Curious, he ordered his vizier to fetch Hasan and the glowing item. The vizier went to Hasan and asked for the item, but Hasan refused to give it to him. Angered, the vizier threatened to kill Hasan, who then requested some time to think about it. The vizier agreed, and Hasan fled on the horse his father had left him, carrying the cup and the hair. The horse, unbeknownst to Hasan, was a king of the Jinn. When Hasan dismounted, looking sorrowful, the horse asked, "What troubles you?" Startled, Hasan told the horse everything. The horse advised Hasan to give the cup to the vizier without fear. So, Hasan went to the vizier and handed him the cup, who then took it to the king. Seeing the light emanating from the hair, the king exclaimed, "If this hair emits such light, how beautiful must its owner be? She must be unmatched in beauty and grace." He ordered his guards to find and bring her to him. The vizier suggested that Hasan might know the girl's identity and that they should demand he bring her, threatening his life if he failed. The king agreed, and the vizier went to Hasan with the ultimatum. Hasan tried to convince the vizier that he did not know the girl, but the vizier did not believe him and gave him a short deadline. Desperate, Hasan went to the horse and told him about the king's demand. The horse reassured him, saying, "Do not fear. I will teach you how to get revenge on the vizier and bring the girl here." The horse instructed Hasan to ask the king for a ship loaded with gold and silver from the vizier's treasury, claiming that it was necessary for his task. Once he had the ship, he was to sail to the nearest shore and display the treasures to the people. There, a black man with thick lips would come, accompanied by a beautiful girl unmatched in beauty. Hasan was to allow only the girl to board the ship and then sail immediately back to the king. Hasan followed the horse's advice. On the shore, as predicted, the black man and the beautiful girl appeared. Hasan allowed the girl to board and set sail. When the girl realized she was on the ship alone, she grew angry and threw her ring into the sea. When they arrived, Hasan took the girl to the minister's house before going to the king. The king requested to see the girl, but she refused unless Hasan retrieved her ring from the sea. The king ordered Hasan to fetch the ring, threatening his life if he failed. Hasan, distressed, went to the horse, who instructed him to ask the king for a boat filled with luxurious food from the vizier's wealth and to take it to the sea. There, he was to wait and see what happened. Hasan did as the horse advised, and soon birds and fish began to eat the food. "A fish spoke, 'He who has done us this kindness?' Hasan replied, 'I did.' The fish asked what he wanted in return, and Hasan told it about the ring. The fish retrieved the ring from the sea and gave it to Hasan, who quickly brought it to the girl and placed it on her finger. Despite this, the girl still refused to see the king. She demanded that Hasan bring her entire room from her father's palace. Hasan, in despair, went to the horse again. The horse reassured him, instructing him to ask for a boat filled with valuable artifacts from the vizier's treasury. He was to go to the shore where the girl had been taken and wait for the black man, who would ask about the girl. Hasan was to confront the black man and offer his head as a sacrifice to the entity that would move the room. Hasan followed these instructions, and soon the room appeared in the king's garden. However, the girl still refused to see the king, demanding instead that Hasan be punished for abducting her. Hasan, terrified, regretted disobeying his father's warning and asked the king for a day to bid farewell to his friends. With nowhere else to turn, he went to the horse and told him what had happened. The horse said, "Do not fear. Ride me until I am exhausted and sweating. Collect my sweat and bathe in it, then present yourself for the punishment." Hasan did as instructed. The king gathered the townspeople and lit a great fire, placing Hasan in it. To everyone's astonishment, Hasan emerged unharmed. The king, amazed, summoned Hasan to learn his secret. Seeking revenge on the king and his vizier, Hasan lied, saying, "Your ancestors came and protected me from the fire. They're angry with you and will not be appeased unless you throw yourselves into a great fire where they will save you." The king ordered a fire to be lit and entered it with the vizier, where they perished. Seeing this, the people and the girl believed Hasan to be a blessed man. Hasan asked the girl if she wished to stay with him or return to her homeland. She chose to stay with him. Hasan then asked the horse how he could reward him. The horse replied, "Release me from my bondage so I may return to my kingdom among the jinn." Hasan asked how to do this, and the horse instructed him to remove the bridle and burn it. Hasan did so, and the horse disappeared, bidding him farewell before flying off to the kingdom of the jinn. And thus ends the tale of clever Hasan, one of the most cherished stories in Arab folklore.